Hello everybody and welcome to today's Warhammer 40k Battle Report. I am Luka from MiniWarGaming.com, joined by my guest Ryan, technically returning guest. Is it your first time on MiniWarGaming?
Yes.
This is, yeah, because you visited with Scary before.
That's correct.
And we met last time, that was a couple months ago, and we are getting the opportunity to play a game today. So it's going to be Custodes with some sisters against my Craftworld Eldar today in a nice, good match play game, getting some practice in, because it's good to play narrative and match play. You get the best of both worlds, right? Let's go take a look at our armies.
We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
Here we have 2,000 points Craftworld Eldar. Try to change up my list from last time. I'm on an Eldar kick right now. I couldn't explain it, guys. I just really want to get them on the table. I'm sure the Craftworld players out there enjoy that we get some extra coverage on MiniWarGaming. I am by no means an expert on the Craftworld Eldar build of things regarding match play stuff. I'm just bringing units I think can work with our collection and should be able to play the game well. Our general today is a Farseer Skyrunner. Well, Farseer on a jet bike. And I didn't have any points for enhancements. I just wanted more units today. And I don't know if that's a horrible decision or not. Make fun of me in the comments down below if it is. He'll be joining a unit of Wind Riders with scatter lasers, 6 of them in fact. A second character will be another Farseer. We're going Psychic Heavy today. Well, I was Psychic Heavier last time, I guess. We just have 2 Farseers though. Joining a squad of Guardians. These Guardians will have a Bright Lance on their weapon platform. Third character will be a Spirit Seer today. Yeah, I want to go a Wraith heavy list and see how Wraiths play in the game. I know they're very durable and slow, but they hit rather hard. I got a giant squad of 10 Wraith Guard with D cannons, or Wraith cannons. They're called Wraith cannons now. My final character is the Phoenix Lord Karandras, leading a unit of 10 Striking Scorpions. I love how fighty he is. If anyone watches my battle reports, you know I love fighty little characters, so I can't resist our Phoenix Lord and his Striking Scorpion retinue. The rest of the units in my list will be 2 Aspect Warrior units of Swooping Hawks. 2 squads of 5. They play the game really well. I have to imagine they play the game really well. I didn't have enough points for a third squad, so I figured 2 would probably do enough. I mean, 3 would probably be better, but 2 will do the job. 1 squad of 5 Eldar Rangers. A second squad of Guardians. These ones have a scatter laser. A single Viper to help with some shooting on the other elements of my list. And of course, 1 very expensive Wraith Knight construct with 2 Shuriken cannons. Next time I play, I probably won't bring them. I just really like the model. I always hated it back in 7th edition, but now I'm a hypocrite and I love it. So them's the rules. It is what it is, and I can't get enough of the guy. But next time I play Craftworld, I will drop him so I can have more points just for more tools. I just want to try out a wider range of units. But I wanted to give this guy one more shot on the table.
Hello everybody, my name is Ryan and I brought my Custodes. It's what I play, it's what I love. This list is kind of inspired from a novel, Rose at War. So we have Custodes paired with Imperial Agents. The Warlord is the Ministorum Priest.
He's got a lot of sway. I like him.
Little chunky boy. He's bringing 1 sister unit of 10 Battle Sisters. They can combat squad. One side of it has a multi-melta and a melta. Everybody else has bolters. The Sister Superior has a flamer and a power weapon. All right, coming with them, their dedicated transports. They have 2 emulators, both of them kitted out identically. So both of them have multi-meltas, heavy bolter, and 100 kilo missile. Following the Sisters theme, the Custodes are bringing their fellow Sisters of Silence. So we have 1 unit of Witch Seekers with the red bases there. Those are Flamer Sisters. And then 2 units of 4 Prosecutors, which are the Bolter Sisters. Following that up, we have 3 units of Alaris Terminators. A unit of 5, a unit of 3, and a unit of 2. All of them will have spears along with their grenade launchers. So a little bit of Mark of Dave on the 2-man unit, which has axes. All right, in the middle, we have Venatari, a unit of 3 with lances, and a unit of 2 lances and 1 Tarsus buckler. Completely WYSIWYG there. In the back, we have 1 dedicated transport for the Sisters of Silence, which is a Rhino, and 2 Caladius grav tanks. They both have the big gun, the Magna gun, although it's hard to see or believe the smaller gun is actually properly modeled the big gun. But that is the list in its entirety. 2,000 points on the dot.
Perfect. let's go take a look at our mission.
Wargamers, I have something exciting to tell you. We have a sponsor, which is Wayland Games. They are sponsoring this battle report. Now, the cool thing about that isn't the fact that they offer worldwide shipping, or they have massive stock quantities, or it's like you can get anything you can possibly imagine in their store because they have thousands of products. It's the fact that they're doing push-ups. Like, look at this. Like, isn't that nuts? They're trying to discover how many they can do and who can do the most on their team. And it's perfect because we are just moving. The timing couldn't be better. We have this miniature designed by Titan Forge, and it's designed to go on your hobby shelf and remind you to just move. Now available in the MiniWarGaming Forge. By getting this mini, you're making a commitment to yourself that you will just move more, do more, be more active. This one, only get if you want to make a commitment to yourself to move more. Otherwise, get Ravaged Star, because Wayland Games is carrying Ravaged Star in the UK, and that's also another fantastic news piece. Now, back to the battle report.
Today's mission is Layout 3, for anyone curious. It's Sweeping Engagement. This is a Dawn of War style deployment with elongated halves. So you get 14 inches on your left flank, 8 inches on your right flank as you look at the board here. 5 objectives, 1 directly in the middle. That's the standard practice there. And then 4 other objectives surrounding it in various areas. As you can see, 1 in each player's deployment zone, 3 in no man's land. The mission is supply drops. They're inbound. We'll say they're inbound for the Custodes. They need the supplies here. And the Eldar are here to waylay it. There are going to be 3 things to note here for the objectives in no man's land. We are going to randomly determine 1 alpha objective and 1 omega objective. On the 4th battle round, the alpha objective is removed. The supply drop, starts to swerve away from that towards the other parts of the battlefield. But we don't control which ones are the alpha and the omega, they're random. And then on the 5th battle round, this is where it gets a little confusing, you remove the not omega objective. The omega objective always sticks around. That is the one you're going to be scoring for throughout the game. Now, the way scoring works here, starting in the 2nd battle round, you'll gain 5 for each objective you control in no man's land, 8 for each objective you control, and then 15 in the 5th battle round. Essentially saying there's only 2 in the 2nd, or in the 4th battle round, there's only 1 in the last battle round, and you get 15 freaking victory points for it. The ones in your deployment zone only matter for your secondary mission cards. And then our rule today is rapid escalation, which is not available to the Custodes in this case. I don't think Ryan has a single battle line unit he mentioned. And for myself, yeah, sure, I'll put a basic Guardian squad in there. I'll try it out. I never actually get this mission rule, so we'll see if it bites me in the butt. I mean, we got soft Eldar bodies and they got hard bolter rounds, and we don't love that idea. Should note that both Ryan and myself will be playing with tactical objectives. You'll see random cards every turn. Our editor loves it. Ryan and I are deployed and ready to go. Both of my Swooping Hawk units are in my deployment zone behind the ruins here, ready to just disappear and reappear throughout the game. They have the capability of going into strategic reserve and reappearing again as early as turn 1. That's how they work. Guardians over here with the Farseer, Wraith Knight. A lot of my army here. Viper, Wind Riders with Scatter Lasers, Wraith Guard, and the Spirits here. Karandras and the Striking Scorpions infiltrated pretty much as far forward as it can go on the middle, 9 inches away from Ryan's deployment zone. Over here, Rangers infiltrated on this objective. And using the mission rule, I have 1 unit of Guardians in Strategic Reserve, and I will probably have them show up on turn 1. Just to get something going, I don't know, just to use it, I guess. And then for Ryan's deployment, all of his Custodians, except for this 1 Venatari unit, are in Deep Strike. Correct? Yeah.
That's correct.
And then we have Sisters with Bolters, an Immolator with some Sisters inside. Or is that the Preacher?
That's the sister unit.
That's the other sister unit. Then the other half of the unit Sisters are in the ruins there. The other Immolator with the Preacher.
Correct.
And then the Grab Tank. Where's the other? Oh, I literally looked at it. Grab Tank, right? Like, where's the other Grab Tank? It's over there in the deployment zone. And then the last unit of Sisters, and then the Witch Seekers in their Rhino. My plan of attack is to try and get as much value out of Karandras as I can before all of the Terminators from the Custodes show up here. We have to roll for my Strands of Fate and the Alpha and the Omega objective. Ryan, why don't you go ahead and do the Alpha and the Omega objective? We'll do the Alpha one first.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That works for me.
Alpha.
5, 6. So this is the one that disappears on turn 4. This is only here for battle rounds 1, 2, and 3. And then we have to roll, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Omega.
Omega.
Okay, that means this one disappeared. No, this one sticks around.
Forever.
That one is here forever.
Will be gone
on turn 5.
Turn 5.
So we can score this one on turn 4. It goes away on turn 5 before scoring, and then this is the only one to score on turn 5. The last 15-point objective over here. So the battle is going to have to kind of culminate on this side of the board, which is not great for those Guardians, who I had planned on showing up over here, but all of this stuff is gonna have to move over here. Luckily, a lot of this stuff is fast. Luckily, the Swooping Hawks can kind of disappear and reappear. These guys are probably just gonna linger over here for the most part, trying to farm some Fate dice. Now I gotta roll for my Strands of Fate. Strands of Fate, ooh, that one doesn't count. Let's see, hiya! Ooh, 3 1s, 2 3s, and a 5, I think. We're probably gonna re-roll that. Well, we are gonna re-roll that. Oh no! 2s, 3, 5. Ah, that's not great. We're gonna re-roll that. Ah, this is bad luck. Uh-oh. Ooh, maybe we don't get a Strand of Fate. Do I just keep it at 4? I can farm more.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I had so many 1s.
You're scaring me.
I'm just gonna re-roll it. Oh, okay, look, 6, 5, 3. I can make that work. That was just unlucky. That just goes to represent the Strands of Fate are not completely with us today. Now, funny enough, I was thinking about taking the 1 enhancement that lets me re-roll one of my dice every turn. Now, granted, that would have been useful in this case, but I could keep rolling 1s into 1s and 2s into 2s and stuff, so it might not have an effect. That's why I didn't really want to invest in it.
Gotcha.
This is how I'm going to keeping track of score. There will be scored objectives on secondaries on the sides, active objectives down here or up here, wherever I decide on putting them, I guess. Turn 1, I'll be player 1 on the left. Ryan will be player 2 on the right. The top D10s are the primary points. The second row D10s are the secondary points. And I use this for tertiaries when we play with them, but we won't use them today. This is just painted army bonus for now. We both have 10 points there.
Yep.
You guys know the rest. Whoever gets the most points after 5 rounds of slog at each other will be the winner. It simply leaves us with a roll to see who will take the first turn. 3 to the Custodes, 4 for the Eldar. Turn 1, Eldar. Ryan, good luck to you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you. Better luck to me, though. Let's see Eldar stuff. Turn 1. I am gonna grab some cards and farm some extra Fate dice. Let's go, lads. My 2 objectives for the first round. The first one's gonna be marked for death. Ryan is gonna pick 3 units for me. We'll show you which ones he picks in a moment. He's still thinking about it. I have to kill any one of those by the end of either player turn in this round, and I'll get 5 points for it. My second card is Sabotage, so I have to start fiddling with one of the pieces of terrain on the table, and it is an action I have to do, which completes at the end of Ryan's turn, or, you know, well, in this case, the end of Ryan's turn. And I will commit sabotage on that building. On a building in No Man's Land, it's worth 3 victory points. Building in Ryan's deployment zone is worth 6. I won't be going for that one, though. I'm going to go for No Man's Land. What's the verdict, Ryan? What am I going for?
Caladius, Immolator.
I don't see that really happening, if I'm to be honest. So we're gonna just, we're not gonna worry about focusing on that. We're gonna worry about maybe just sabotage and stuff like these guys here can sabotage. They're pretty good at it. You know, they're already in a good position. They're outside of my deployment zone. Easy 3 victory points. Well, I say easy. Easy is questionable, but they'll maybe try and make it happen. Otherwise, in my command phase, I have a few psychic powers to shoot off here. We're going to try and make it work. So we have a Farseer on ground who has Guide, and the Farseer on the jet bike who has... Sorry, this one's Guide, and Fortune is on the ground. Fortune is bonuses to or negatives to wound rolls, and Guide is reroll hit rolls. So we're going to start with this one on a 2+. We conjure Fortune, and that is going to go on the Wraith Knight construct. We're going to be aggressive with him. That'll be -1 to wound for all attacks until my next command phase. Go ahead and mark that. This one over here has Guide. Who wants to I wanted to put it on Karandras' unit, but I didn't want to be too aggressive with them. Out in the open. Plus, Karandras might not get much done. Who knows? Guide can otherwise go on... I'll just put it on the Wraith Knight. I don't know if it'll matter too much, but it works.
Terrible.
We'll mark him with that. And then we're going to go to our movement phase. And it's not too dynamic. They're going to stay where they are. I'm just going to make sure they're out of my deployment. Actually, I know they're out of my deployment zone. My deployment zone is right on that line there. Yeah. So they're good to stay exactly where they are. And... I think I'm going to be pretty passive overall, which the Wraith Knight's going to move to the middle. He's going to tuck himself right in that pocket there. Our Striking Scorpions, I'm going to do a little bit of measuring. But for the most part, I think everything else is just going to stay where it is because these Swooping Hawks are going to pull back a little bit. And that's honestly it. That's that. I wanted to show it off, but it's only just a couple things moving. The Wraith Knight walked to that area on the objective. Karandras and his Striking Scorpions are going to maybe be baited by that Immolator, but they see it. It's a 7-inch charge to get to the Immolator from where they are after moving. I wanted to go for the Venatari, but that was like a... I don't even know, it was like a 11-inch charge, 10-inch charge. I didn't want to risk it. I wanted room for the bikes, for the Farseer to be able to target the Wraith Knight where it is with the power. So I advanced the Wraith Guard out of the ruins. They're infantry, so it's right there. They're kind of out in the open, but they're a pretty durable unit with a Spirit Seer, so hopefully that works out for them. Farseer shifted around his position just to get within 12, essentially keeping both the Farseers within 12 of both the Wraith Construct units, just in case. And that's it, nothing else really moved. We're gonna go right to shooting. I should note that I put my Guardians in strategic reserve to maybe put them on the board turn 1. That was more of a reactive one in case I went second. They can show up on turn 1 because of the mission rule, but I'm not gonna be utilizing it now because I think I'm selling their lives. They can't get on the objectives anyways to farm additional fate dice later on. Which reminds me, I don't actually think I rolled theirs. I said I was gonna do it, but I didn't actually do it. I apologize. That's gonna be a 3. As we go to shooting, I don't have any targets. I can't see a single thing. It's all hidden, well placed. As is typical with like these kind of missions, tournament layout missions. You don't really get too much shooting in the first couple rounds, like posturing and getting and kind of committing forces. Though I will start sabotaging these Imperial. Now, these Imperial runes are already pretty messed up, but we're going to continue sabotaging them because we have a goal in mind here. That's going to be with the Rangers. They'll complete that at the end of Ryan's upcoming turn, if they're still alive, which I hope they are, honestly, and I hope you guys hope they are too. That way I know you're in my corner. You're one of my best friends if you hope these Rangers succeed. I know who you are. Thank you. That will bring us to charging. We're going to have Karandras declare a charge into our little immolator friend here. A 7 will succeed, but I want a higher number, of course. Let's see the numbies. A 6, we know that's a fail. They're kind of out in the open, and I want some action with them right away, so we're gonna throw, a 6 again, 2 6s. We fail that. Karandras and his unit trip over some of the debris in the middle of the table, and they are not sitting pretty where they currently are. I'm sure everything will be fine. That will conclude turn 1 for the Craftworld Eldar. Ooh, I guess I could use Fate Dice there. That's okay. I forgot about that. We are gonna... I always want to use my... I'm a defensive player. I typically always use them for saves and stuff like that. I figured a 7-inch roll will charge. I didn't need Fate Dice for, but that's okay. Let's do...
Fair.
I will get rid of Marked for Death. I don't think I'm achieving that whatsoever. Those are really durable units. I'm going to go up a command point. So I'm going to be to 2 as we go to Ryan's turn. And Ryan's at 2 as well.
I drew Area Denial and Bring It Down. Neither one are really good after this turn, especially after how Luka moved to this middle. There is 2 big units sitting in the middle of the table. Hard to shift both of them in a single turn, especially the first turn. And Bring It Down, the one thing that I can see is all but impossible to bring down in one turn. So, not good secondaries for me. Definitely might end up in a CP at the end of the phase. Also, might spend one now to recycle. Well, I did opt to use New Orders and spend a CP and drew a new card, and I drew Extend Battle Lines instead, which is much better for turn 1.
Yeah, that is very, very playable.
Should have said this at the top of the battle round, and I'll remember next time, but for most of the game, if not all of the game, I will be in crits on 5s.
Unless we say otherwise.
Unless I say otherwise, right.
On to your command phase. Sisters, make this sticky.
That is correct.
Any other tricks or tips or nothing like that?
No other tricks for this army.
All right, we'll see. I guess we go right to movement.
I moved up the Venatari to threaten the sabotage. I moved it 10 inches, which would have left me with a 4-inch charge, and then Luka.
I did the Path of the Outcast move here. Now this interrupts my sabotage action. Anytime Path of the Outcast is a D6 normal move when an enemy unit encroaches within 9 inches of you. So I had the decision of, I kind of forgot the Venatari were there, but this worked out well in my favor because I rolled a 6 on Path of the Outcast. So you did stop sabotage. I will not be completing that. But I did make it a 10-inch charge if you want to commit to it, as the Rangers are sleuthy. Sleuthy, is that a word? They're slippery. And they did Eldar nonsense, and we got lucky. I'm curious to see how the rest of this is going to play out. I'll lose the points, but I like the position of it. And then the rest of your moves.
Very strong. I shifted the Caladius in the corner, just staging a little bit. I moved up the white unit of Sisters, just so I had a couple of them touching the objective, even though the Sisters of Battle did make it sticky objective. But again, for the purposes of this mission, doesn't really score until
That's
later.
true, it's the home objective. Yeah.
Did put a tread of the Immolator on that objective, but still should be grabbing a little bit of cover. I shifted this Immolator over in the center of the table, just a little bit further away. So if he wants to commit to that charge, he can. It'll still be a short charge, but he can do it.
But before that, the sisters that did make the objective sticky advanced to 6 and jumped into that immolator with the preacher.
That is correct.
Did anything else move?
The Rhino shifted up to be on the objective.
With the Witch Seekers, that's right.
And they just kind of shuffled about in place. The Purple Sisters in the corner shuffled about in place. Just staging again, defending a deep strike, I guess.
That's a good spot for him, yeah. That's it for the movement. We're going to go see what you can cook up with shooting, which isn't much to speak of. No, not a whole lot of shooting on your end here.
Nope. So, much like you, we'll go jump straight to the charge phase.
All right, well, are you just doing that? I guess it doesn't hurt to try.
Doesn't hurt to try.
So we're looking at a 10-inch charge. Can you do what I couldn't do?
No.
Would you like to try to re-roll it with a command point? You do have one
I have
currently.
one currently.
And you are going to pitch a card, I have to imagine.
Definitely pitching a card. So, is it worth it?
I don't know. 10. I can't remember the odds of 10 are. It's like a 1 in 6 to get a 10, I think.
So now I'll hold on to it.
I get that. I would also probably. I want to. I always like to do hypotheticals.
No,
I like to torture people.
That was full torture.
That was full torture. Okay, so that's it for. Is that it for turn?
That is turn. I will pitch, bring it down at the end of the turn.
And he's right there. So that means these are going to fall off as well.
And I will score extend battle lines.
Yep. So we got. Actually, you have it on the 5 points for it, right?
It's just one. Yeah.
Oh, it's only one. I'm thinking of secure no man's land. Correct.
Yeah.
So how many points for extend battle lines? Is
5.
it just 5 then? Yep.
Yeah.
That's 5-0. We have a winning start for the Custodes at the end of their first turn. It is a fact. Ryan is winning the game at the end of round 1, 5-0. All right, here is an update at the end of the first round. We're both going to be at 3 command points as we go to my second turn, and Ryan's got his 5 victory points. I like to show cards we've discarded for command points on the side. Those are the ones flipped over, and the ones you can see the name of are scored, and this is what I currently have active. I still have Sabotage going into my turn, which I don't love, but it's doable. I can make it work.
Okay.
So I'm still stuck with Sabotage from last turn. Not ideal, but it is. I could do it with like my Wraith Guard. They're a little bit more likely. They have to move up. They're going to move up anyways, so might as well be able to do that with them. And then we got Cleanse as our new draw. Again, something I could do. I'll have to decide on what units I want to commit to do it with, though, because I have access to the No Man. I currently control the middle, so I could do it there. I mean, I guess we'll try and figure it out all the same. A lot of actions for my stuff. I do have the Swooping Hawks in reserve. They go into strategic reserve at the end of Ryan's turn, so I'll be able to utilize them for some actions. So got them in my back pocket. That's always good. Command phase things, we're going to try and farm, or we will farm another Fate die off our Guardians. We get a 1, but you know what? I can always make that into a 6 with Farseers. I could have kept the 1s anyways I had earlier, but I had no 6s.
right.
I had no 6s or anything to begin with, or 5s.
Yeah.
Like my first roll was, I think, 3 or 4 ones.
3 ones.
Like a 4. Yeah, it wasn't great. So I'm okay with my Fate die pool now. It's starting to form up a little bit. I don't have another squad of Guardians to do it with, so I don't have to worry about it. But I will put a couple Psychic Powers up. I just have to figure out where these guys are going to determine who's actually going to be targeted by them. Mm-hmm. Let's see if they work. This is before I do all the humming and hawing. Does the one on foot's work? Yes. Does this guy's work? Yes, they both work. Okay. We are going to be aggressive with our Wraith Knight. We're going to try a... I warned Ryan that these things get knocked over all the time, and I am the culprit who does it first. That's okay. These guys are probably fine. Now, I'm going to buff up the Wraith Knight with that, because we're going to try and be aggressive and go this direction with him. We'll see. Maybe we'll get a Fate die charge. Maybe we'll go up and around that way. We'll see where he ends up. He's going to go this general area. Now, he does have that long stride. I can't remember the name of the rule. I apologize. Where he ignores terrain. He can just essentially go through ruins like this, as opposed to just those ones over there. He's got a long stride. Okay. We do score 5 victory points for that one objective in No Man's Land. And the goal is to try and get the Vendataria off this one, and if we're lucky with the Wraith Knight. I don't know if we need luck, but we're going to try and go for that Rhino over there. I don't know what the distance is. So this is where the Wraith Knight goes without pivoting, and it's to get to the Immolator, to the ruins. It's almost it's like a 9 to 10 inch charge, and I don't want to use a Fate die in it. It's not a really key kill either. I really wanted to go for this the Sister of Silence Rhino, but I have to go up and around the ruins because he's tucked into the ruins, so I have to be able to get into them. However, the other option is just go onto the objective to deny it because we have more objective control. So that's what we're going to do. So we move 10 there. What we're going to do instead is advance and use 1 command point on matchless agility, which apparently works on Wraith units because it doesn't say it doesn't. And he'll automatically advance 6. What we're going to do with that is just move over here instead. Ooh, I'll go 4. I'll pivot and go 4 instead. Something like this. There we go.
Perfect.
That's the plan. So that'll get high OC on that. He's in a pretty durable state. I just got to try and get this. I'm going to move this Farseer that he could target him for later. We're happy with him there. We did move the Farseer to stay within 12 of our Wraith Knight construct. And, well, I moved the Wraith Guard up 6. I guess I could have advanced them, but I didn't really need to. You know what?
You couldn't advance. No.
Oh, yeah, I don't. Thank you. That's why I didn't advance them. Yes, because I'm going to cleanse the objective.
Yes.
So our Guardians scuttle around just to push out zones of control to avoid some deep strike shenanigans and to get the Wraith Knight in range. And then other than them, I got to try and zone out a few more units. I got to get a sabotage going. What we're going to have is Carandras's unit move towards the Venatari. We're going to try and pounce on them now that they've exposed themselves. They are surging towards them. A 5-inch charge now, by the way. A much, in theory, easy goal.
Yes.
The Rangers are going to do something funny. They're going to move 6 inches right back onto the objective. And they're going to start sabotaging. They're going to go exactly right to where they were. And right back. Boop. All going to be wholly within the ruins again. And like, okay, we're just going to try and sabotage one more time. And then I got to kind of figure out where I have weak pockets of stuff. To put my swooping hawks down. Then to clarify, I'm sabotaging the piece of terrain they're within, not the objective. But I'm getting on the objective just to have OC on it for later.
Yep.
And then I got to figure out what to do with these guys. I might have my Viper pop out just to... Oh, I guess I could just do all my shots at them. Oh, it's going to make my charge a little bit harder, though. Ooh. So our Wind Riders, the Farseer and the Viper, are just going to stay there. I don't really need their help against the Venatari, I hope, with the striking Scorpions and Carandra's. So we're coming into reserve. I have Swooping Hawks land down here just to zone out this area for Terminators. I can't do anything about this area, or obviously like your front line here. And over here is... being pushed back by the Guardians a little bit, so that's okay with me. I'm going to keep the other unit of Swooping Hawks in reserve because I don't actually have a reason for them. I'm only cleansing one objective. I can't cleanse this one, and I can't cleanse that one. So
Because you're sabotaging.
yeah, and they're gonna sabotage instead. Yeah. So we'll keep the other Swooping Hawks in reserve, just because I don't know what I really want to do with them. So we'll go right to shooting. We're gonna start cleansing. Holding. Oh, wait, rapid ingress. Rapid ingress. We're gonna rapid ingress the unit. Absolutely, I forgot about that. We did rapid ingress. We have the Terminator showing up to countercharge. Hero can intervene and help out over here. A very good play. I like it. I'll just have to kill them both. And then the Venatari get to rapid ingress for free as well, and use it in addition to another unit using it.
Correct. That's an ability, not a strat.
That's just them, yeah. Oh, that's just their ability. Yeah, yes. That's right. So they're over here. Relatively safe. Nothing over here can really shoot. Wraith Knight advanced, so it can't shoot or charge. And they're sitting pretty on my objective over here. Hopefully, I do have Eldar shenanigans that could help me a little bit, but not by a big margin. But I got a plan. Well, it's luck. It's all luck based. Is
it luck?
Yeah, hopefully. We're gonna go shooting. I kind of wish I brought these guys out a little bit to shoot at them over here to support, but I'm just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Again, we're gonna cleanse this objective, and we are gonna attempt to sabotage these runes again, and then we're gonna shoot all of our Shuriken pistols. They're both essentially the same stats. Let's try and go for the Terminators, and we'll double check all the range and all that. These two in the back can't see. One's the Exarch with the Scorpion Club, but that's okay. Carandras and 4 Scorpions will fire at the Terminators because of range, and the remaining 4 will go for the Venatari. We'll do the Venatari first, and then we'll shoot at the Terminators. I won't use any strats, and I assume you're not going to worry. They're just pistols.
I'm not, no.
I lied. I'll fire Carandras and his 4 guys first, because of the rerolls the Eldar have. Hey, Carandras. I will use my reroll to hit from the future sight the Eldar have access to. They are prescient, so they hit more, they wound more. We got 2 hits, we got a wound, and a reroll on the wound roll. Hey, 2 wounds. Now these are AP1, 2 damage each in your Terminators.
Okay.
And we see 2 damage from him. Ashra's Bane does that. 4 attacks from the regular Scorpions. They do hit on 3s because of Carandras.
There was a 2 in there.
Sorry, I meant they hit on 2s with the +1 hit. I apologize.
Then you do.
1 wounding head at AP1 and 1 damage.
Hey,
Okay,
sure.
one more. Doesn't quite kill him, but it gets a Terminator down to 1.
Yep.
And then we have 4 more pistol shots and a Venatari.
Yep.
Same idea. 1 miss, strength 4, 1 wound, AP 1.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yep. And
1 damage again. Okay.
Woo.
All right. That will conclude my shooting. Turn 2, we only shot 12 pistols. I like it. The only charge I have will be Karandras declaring it and his unit of Scorpions into just the Venatari. If I roll high enough, I can pile into the other guys and try and beat them up. Oh, a 4 fails. I will re-roll it and then ponder on using a fate die. Burning my resources here. It's only fair I failed that save. Ryan just failed like 4 3-up saves on Custodes. So I'm not going to complain too much. Oh man, do I fate dice this? Use my 5? No, I'm not going to fail another 5-up. Thank you. Oh my gosh. That's about as good as I could do with my 6-inch charge. And the plan was to heroically intervene. Are we sticking with it?
actually, hold on.
Holding on. In fact, we won't heroically intervene. It is a little risky because if you do heroically intervene, Karandras might be able to punch them, and he could do a lot of damage to them.
He can.
And I think like 4 of my guys aren't going to make it in with the pile-in, so there's a chance the Venatari could survive this. Honestly, depends on how well the Phoenix Lord does.
100%.
So we're not going to heroically intervene. I'm going to pile in and attack, but instead you're going to use one of your 2 command points on -1 to hit.
Correct.
I don't know what the name of the strat is, but it's the Custodes defensive one. 3 of the striking Scorpions, including the Exarch, will not be fighting. We'll start with Karandras. See what he's capable of. Definitely going to attack with Ashra's Bane first from Karandras to see what we can get here. He's only got 5 attacks. He hits on 2's base, but he gives his unit +1 to hit, and there's a -1 hit on the Custodes, so we're back to 2s. 4s are sustains, so we have 3 extra hits in there. He gets critical hits on a 4-up the turn he charges. I'm going to reroll that one for the matchless agility, or the future sight the Eldar have. So that's a 4th sustained hit. So we actually have 9 hits from Karandras. Strength 8, wounding on 3s with devastating wounds. So there'll be a little bit of devastating wounds. Oh, that's actually 2 devastating wounds afterwards, after everything is said and done. So 3 saves at your invuln. And should be 4-ups, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is, it doesn't matter. We'll talk about it after.
So
Make
that's
1?
2 damage each.
There you go. That's what I was going to ask.
Destroy that one guy.
One guy's gone.
And we'll go ahead and resolve Karandras' devastating wounds now. It's the same difference now or later. There's no real feel, no pain to it with the strat being used. So we're going to go ahead and just do the chainsword attacks. There's 7 of them for 28 attacks trying to take out this last Venatari. These are 3s to hit because you're -1 to hit. They do have sustained hits as well, but theirs are just on 6s. They follow the regular rules. They're no Phoenix Lords. In the end, it's 6 misses, 5s to wound. We're only strength 4. That is enough. That's 7 devastating wounds. That'll do it. Exactly. that'll do. They have Manda Blasters. They get devastating wounds against non-vehicles, whereas Karandras is devastating wounds against non-Titanic. I will not consolidate. We're pretty content exactly where we are.
Figured as much.
And that is going to conclude my second turn of the game. So we cleanse one of the objectives. We start working towards sabotage yet again. It'll complete at the end of Ryan's turn if we're able to make that happen. And that's kind of it for my secondaries because that one's 50-50 done. I think for only cleansing one objective, it's worth 2? Yes. All right, we're gonna go up to 2 command points each as we go to the bottom half of the second turn. I'm at 7 after my turn is done. Ryan's at 5, but he is about to score. I did deny him primary points this turn.
You did it.
Which is a great start.
Well, I drew secure no man's land and no prisoners. Much better draw than the first turn, keeping them both, and we'll see what we can do. See if we can do some work here.
Kill stuff, no prisoners. You were probably going to do that anyways. You got lots of targets in mind. And secure no man's land, well, I think you're going to be doing that by default by killing stuff. So it's a nice combination of cards here. And do you have anything to do in your command phase yet? Now that you have more things on the board, no.
Do not.
Very command phase light army. I like it.
It is.
It's right to combat and shooting for the most part. Well, we've got movement though. Movement's important. Scoring. I did mention I do control every no man's land objective for now. Is the important thing. We can move on to the movement phase for the Custodes. I have these guys who are a huge threat to me. Obviously, these Terminators over here are going to be pretty nasty. And yeah. And then obviously there's more reserves to come in as well. Removing the Grav tank in the back. He's lining up shots on my Eldar Rangers here. We can't let them sabotage again, which is fair.
We cannot.
I really want to sabotage though. I want my victory points, please. Would you consider not shooting them?
I just considered it, and the answer is no.
The Sister of Battle Immolator with the multi-meltas driving right up behind. And here comes the big sad. The Venatari are putting pressure on my Eldar Guardians near my home objective. Granted, the home objective, overly not important, but if you draw like the 8-pointer, that could be pretty bad. Now, I really wanted a Phantasm here, but I'm gonna save the command points. Because I don't think it only is relevant if I roll like a 5 or more. And I'm gonna do a hypothetical because I need to know. I need to know.
Why do you do this to yourself, Luka?
Because it's just interesting. Because I like to think of it as like parallel games, you know? Me and Ryan are playing technically an infinite amount of games of Warhammer 40k right now in different parallel universes. And I'm curious to see, you know, hypothetically, I would have moved 4. It would have been about a 5-inch charge. Not that, but the other thing I didn't want to do is I'd have to move all of this stuff away, which opens up this area to deep strike things in if you want to.
I was wishing and a hoping, yeah.
So we're just going to hold right there.
Yeah.
We're just going to hold, save the command points, all that stuff. The other thing I was going to save Phantasm for is if these Custodes want to go and try and stop the sabotage, I want to be able to Phantasm closer to Hero Clean Ravine.
Fair.
To try to be able to countercharge.
Fair.
After that, this immolator earlier that's got the Preacher and the Sisters of Battle is going to poke its rear out.
Poke its rear out.
Eyes on the prize. Are we looking at our, what are they called, Wraithguard friends here?
Yes, your Wraithguard friends.
And the Grab Tank's coming out as well.
Yes.
You can do this will be more of a favor for me. Let's pivot that immolator all the way around. I know we'll say pivot for free.
Sure.
I love the guns pointing out, you know.
I know. I almost turned around the Venator to face your charge, so I know.
I appreciate it. I'm all about that. I know pivoting costs movement, but in this case it's the exact same,
it is. Same
orientation.
Silhouette, yeah.
And then we go over to here, the sisters, the Witch Seekers, I should say, in their Rhino disembark. And they are looking to try and take this objective from the Wraith Knights. But the Wraith Knights got that massive OC-10, apparently.
Yeah, just like, okay.
That guy knows how to stand on an objective, let me tell you. That brings us to the end of the movement phase and reinforcements. 5 more, they're Alaris Terminators, right?
They are.
Sometimes I get them mixed up with the Heresy 30k ones, which have a different name, I think.
Aquilon.
The Aquilon Terminators, yes, that's right, thank you. So we have 8 Terminators right here, staring down striking Scorpions and a sneaky, sleuthy unit of Rangers, whom I'm sure are fine. I have nothing to do at the end of your movement phase, so we can go right to your shooting.
Sounds good. Starting with the Heavy Bolter.
Immolator, Heavy Bolter going for Rangers.
Going for Rangers.
You can see them in the runes there, and then the Multi-Melters are going for the Striking Scorpions. Boosh. So that's 4 hits because of sustain. 2 6s, good start. 3s to wound. 3 it is. So they have a 4-up armor, they're in cover, so they go back to 4s. That is going to destroy 2 of my Rangers. Boom, we'll lose these 2. Keep 1 on the objective, just in case.
Okay.
It's supposed to be on it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes, the multi-melta. Luck to them. Oh, that's a great start. Great start. 2s. We do have 5-up invulns on them. They have aspect armor. And are they lucky? Oh, they have, the whole unit has an invuln. They boop right off their very advanced alien armor. On to the squad of 3 Alaris Terminators. Gonna go all their grenades right into them. And I think that's a squad of 11 still, so blast plus 2. Is it?
So blast plus 6. So, well, yes, whatever this rule is, D6, 3d6 plus 6.
Oh, yeah, there we go, yep. Plus 6 because it's 3 of them. And
not good.
that's only 13. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Got a little lucky. There are no negatives to hit, so you're hitting on 2s.
On 2s.
It's a great start. Any like sustains or?
No, I could have done it for a strat, but I didn't.
I gotcha.
3s?
Oh, it's your strength?
4.
I think I'm T4 roll, and I'll go double check.
It's re-rolling though. So
Oh, that's a good way. I will go double. Yeah, all right, fair. And let's see what the initial roll looks like. The 1s and 2s definitely won't work, so we know we can reroll them. I'll be right back for that single 3 you rolled, Ryan. Exactly. If you rolled no 3s, I wouldn't have had to look anything up. They are toughness 3, so the reroll gets you 2 additional wounds. Is that 9 or 10? That's 10. Oh, 13. Yeah. AP 1 means 4-up saves. Scary. We are going to lose quite a bit of them, actually. We'll lose the Exarch, so he has 2 wounds. So the Exarch goes down. Do I want to keep him? His claw's actually pretty good for fighting these guys. Well, it's not pretty good. It's better than the chainswords. But then I lose 2 chainswords. Whatever. I'm overthinking it. We're going to lose 7 striking scorpions, though.
Sweet.
Actually, so I do have to lose the Exarch because of coherency problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scorpions slain.
And now they're spears.
Good volley. Yeah, spears. Put them down.
Put them down.
2s.
2s.
Good start. Probably strength 4 at least, or 5.
4 again. AP 1. Same. But these are 2 damage.
Nice. We get the reroll. 3 wounds so far.
Because Karandras is still there.
These are 4-ups. I gotta do 4 at a time. So that's 1 dead. Just 1 dead that time. Okay.
There you go.
Boom. We're left with 3.
Take
Then we're going to the 5-man squad. 3 of them are going to put shots into the swooping hawks because they can see them. These 2 can't see them because of the ruin there. They're going to put their shots into the rangers. The only thing is their stealth, but that shouldn't matter too much. Which one do you want to start with?
I'll start with the 3.
3 it is. Doing the blast, you get +3, 3d6 +3.
Yep.
Ooh, better than last time.
Better than last time.
Well, technically, it's the exact same as last time, but the blast differential was worse, so it's better overall.
Yeah.
2s!
No. Oh, yeah, that's in there.
Yeah.
2s.
Not a bad start, and they are also T3. They actually have a worse save.
But no rerolls.
Oh, no character.
3s, yeah.
Okay, a few fails there.
Yeah, man.
I do have a couple guys in cover, so I'll start with them. They go back to 4-ups, because they're only 4-up save base.
Yep.
Boom. And then 1 at a time, so they're both dead.
Yep.
Slain by grenades. And then 5-up saves on these ones, which means
2 more dead.
2 more dead. I guess we'll keep the Exarch. He's got 2 wounds, he's got a smaller profile.
Got it.
Oh, we have the bolters, the bolters to resolve 3 bolters. 2s. Okay,
Drop
1
one.
miss. May this Exarch live forever. Ah!
Yeah, 2.
Well, could use a fate die here, so the first roll is a fail. He's got 1 wound. Oh, these are 2 damage each. Never mind, he's dead, so he's my second.
Oh, yeah. You do that to yourself. I don't know how you play the game like that.
I love to know. I play so many games, I love to know what the differences are.
That's fair. That's fair.
My swooping hunts. The 2 resolving shots over here. By the way, that's 1 kill for no prisoners. Well done. And 10 shots. Should be 3s. Does stealth help? It helped for 1 shot.
Did.
Should be 3s to wound. No rerolls, scum. Imperial scum. Please, no, leave him alone. No, no. 6 wounds. No cover on them because of the immolator earlier. Well, I guess I'll do. I'll save 1 behind in case I need a fate die.
Sure.
Oh, they're dead.
Okay.
Bang. Bang. The saddest of days. Oh, sad Eldar sounds. That's 2 kills for no prisoners. Can we do against such hate? They're just like, wow, how do we deal with them? Just litter those buildings with grenades. Just cover them, blanket them in grenades, and they won't survive. And guess what? That worked really well.
Not to shoot with the Caladius.
How many shots does this thing have?
3 under and then 4 up top.
I guess you could risk a couple. I guess if it goes really well, we want to charge onto the objective and establish themselves on it so that they can stick it later and move off it. That brings us to our 2 tanks in the middle.
Eldar.
Boom. Well,
shooting straight ahead.
Can't do much about it other than roll well. So let's see what we get. B first. 1 hit.
1 hit.
5 to wound at T7.
5 to wound. Hey.
Yeah, that's a good. Oh, 4 up. Ooh, that's 2 damage. I gotta double check. I think they're only 3 wounds each.
Okay.
They are indeed 1 wound. I should note they're actually a 2-up save. I still failed my save, but I thought they were 3 up. They were a 2-up save. And then the multi-meltas.
Multi-meltas.
Hit.
Nope.
Ooh. Oh, 1 hit and a 3 to wound.
That is correct.
That is a wound. And then we have the same save on that guy. It's -4 though. 6 up armor. Ooh, not quite. That will melt his face off.
Shooting with Caladius, small shots.
Everything into them, eh?
That is correct.
Boom. Are these like the little bolter guys, the heavy bolter shots?
Just 1 hit.
Boom. I can't remember what it's
It's
called.
only 1 damage though.
Yeah. Oh, it is?
Yep. So no wound.
And then the big turret.
Big turret. That's too many dice. Here we go.
Oh, that looks like they'll hit.
Okay.
Strength is
12.
Oh, these are 3s then.
Yes. Twin linked.
Oh, good start. Yep. 2 wounds into 4. What's the AP on that bad boy?
3.
AP 3. Okay. Immolator ignores the cover 2 if there was any. You said AP 3?
That's correct.
5 ups.
5 ups.
How much damage?
Automatic 3.
Automatic 3. Perfect. So that kills 2 more.
It's D6 plus 2. So.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's a scary gun. That's gonna bring us to the Venatari. We want to note we're not gonna shoot in case they roll exceptionally well and like kill like 6 models or so, and makes the charge a little bit harder because they could probably carve them up in combat.
Hopefully.
And any shots into the big guy?
That is no.
Nothing.
Big no.
Do you want to do the flamers or anything into him?
I don't have any shots. I'm blocked by the building.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can't see you. You can't see me.
Yes.
Right to charging.
All right. Alaris, charging the hero in green.
All right. The Phoenix Lord is fine. He doesn't mind. 10, sure, whatever. That's a number.
That's
They get into fighting there, and obviously the Venatari are coming in over here. Whoosh. Welcome. That's an 8. I was tempted to Overwatch with that Bright Lance just to get it because they can auto hit on a 6 with a Fate die.
That's
but
true.
I don't want to rely on your freaking 4-up invuln. You know what? I'm just gonna beat you up with my Guardians instead. It's gonna be great.
Go ahead.
Welcome my friends to this fight. You said that's it for charging?
That is it for charging. You know what? I could try movement.
It's free.
It's free movement. Yeah, if
free.
I can make it.
I can't stop it.
I'll charge with the Alaris.
Let's see what you got.
Just need a 9.
How about a 7?
I can't.
Not quite. You could re-roll if you want
I'm not going to.
You're probably fine, yeah. So we're going to fight here in the kata of choice.
Is to go sustained hits.
And I'm not surprised. Okay, well, we're probably fine. I am going to use lightning fast reflexes to try to get lucky and mitigate a hit or two. It might matter for Karandras. It probably won't, though. 15 attacks from our custody friends here. 2s to hit. 3s to hit. 3s to hit for lightning fast.
And 5s and 6.
5 and 6 are extra hits because of the kata of choice and their detachment rule.
Here we go.
Ooh, there is a 2. Sick. There's 6 extra hits in there for sustained. This isn't looking good. These are, I'm T3, so it should be 2s, yeah.
2s re-rolling.
Oh,
Because we.
ooh, there's so many 1s as well. No, Karandras, why do you do this to me?
We hate tyrants.
No, he's not a tyrant, he's a Phoenix Lord. We have a casual 17 wounding hits. The AP is high enough to force invulnerable saves.
Correct.
So I have 3 guys I can roll. Karandras has a 4-up, so I gotta do these guys first. So they're all dead on the first 3 rolls. It's okay, none of them are 4s either, I guess.
14 saves for Karandras. He can do this.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a rough one. This is gonna be a rough one, everyone. I'm gonna hold 1 die in case I can fade it. So he take, it's pretty admirable, but he does take enough to get smoked right there. And plus I have to roll 1 more. He makes that one. So it's 6, fails, he is dead. He takes 12 damage and is wiped out. Oof, that maxes out no prisoners. Actually maxed it out on the Spraken Scorpions. Oof, a painful trade. Benetaria for them. This might be your flank, so what? Who cares if your plan worked? Not me, not the Eldar. Definitely not them. We got this fight over here. We're going 5s are crits, and we're looking for sustain. 2s to hit.
2s to hit, 2s to wound.
All right, well, some 1s and
That's a 1s.
less 5s and 6s. We got 3 this time. And then we are looking at
2s.
Okay. 11 saves on the Guardians, AP 2.
Correct.
Yeah, so 6s. I can probably safely just roll all these. I made 2 of them. That's gonna kill, well, 9 of the Guardians. So I'm gonna have to kill the weapon platform. He's gonna die as 1. He has 2 wounds, but that doesn't matter against their 2 damaged weapons. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That leaves me with the Farseer and these 2 models. Just like that.
Well.
All right, the consolidate in, and that should be it for fighting. I do get to fight back here, I suppose. You'll go there. We're not going to pile in. We're just going to fight with the 1 Guardian. I want the Farseer to stay where he is to buff the...
Do they have two attacks? Base?
No, I always hold it. I was
like, holy crap, they can fight.
I do extra die for single attack, so I go hit, wound.
Got it.
But I missed on the hit. That is it for the Custodian's turn. Quite an effective turn, we'll say. We lost a lot of our units there, but we expected that coming into it. It's going to be a brutal turn. This is turn 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a brutal punchback turn 2. So you get 5 points for no prisoners.
Yes.
And secure no man's land was the other one?
2.
Yeah, we got this objective over there.
Yes, sir.
I still have control of the remaining 2.
You do.
Not bad. That's 7 secondary points. It's what I get for denying the primary points for the Custodians. We did pretty okay on that regard. So we're going to go to my turn 2, where sabotage is yet again in the works, which I still have. Oh, at the Swooping Hawks, I still have Swooping Hawks in reserve, so they can show up and try and sabotage if they want to live. And if they want to try to risk it, I should say. Yeah, that's not so bad.
Grab a quick 10. Another 10 in primary.
Yeah, as we go to the 3rd turn, I am going to get 10 points in primary, but at the end of turn 2, the score is 12 for Ryan, and I'm at 7. So he's got that sick 5-point lead yet on turn 1. I couldn't bridge that gap. He still has it. I'll be at 2 command points going into this turn. Ryan's at 3 currently. He didn't have anything to discard. I wanted to show the 2 extra cards he scored there. Well, good luck to the Craftworld. I believe they have it in them. So I still have Sabotage, kind of memeing on myself over here with this card. I figured the Rangers would live, but turns out the Alaris Terminators are actually really terrifying and killed everything they looked at with all their grenades. So we got Behind Enemy Lines as our second draw, which is not great. And I don't think I can like the Wraith Knight could go charge something and make it happen, but you have to leave the objective to do it.
That's true.
We're going to try and make those cards work. We are going to go... They're going to try and generate a Fate die. They do that if they're battle shocked or not. We get a 5. I gotta start using these. But it hasn't mattered too much yet. Got the 5 is nice. We are going to use the Tears of Isha over here, which is the Spirit Seer's ability. It reanimates. It brings back one of the Wraith constructs that was shot down. I'm going to reanimate him here. He's going to stand back up there. That way I can get an extra model firing at them in that direction, which might help a little bit. Well, should help a little bit. And we have a couple psychic powers to resolve here. The Farseer is going to cast, the Farseer Skyrunner is going to cast Guide on a 2+. Oh, we failed it. So that means we have Fortune over here. I was thinking about using Tears of Isha to get it in range for Fortune, but I'd rather just keep Fortune on the big guy. So we're going to hit big guy with Fortune, which means we lose this and no one gets it. And then we score. Oh, I got to do Battle Shock on these guys. Yeah, they're okay on 9.
Fine.
They are care. No problem. We're scoring 5 points and 5 points. We're going to get 10 on primary there. Not bad. So bring us to movement. Realistically, that Wraith Knight is doing just fine where he is. He's going to stay right there because it'll deny primary there again. But what I need him to do is sabotage this piece of terrain here because he doesn't have to be wholly within. He just has to be within it and not in my deployment zone. So he can work on sabotage and he can simply stand on that objective, denying primary to the Custodes while giving me some primary points. That does go away next turn though. So that's the last turn this objective can be scored. This round is the last round that objective can be scored. The rest of movement is these Wraiths are going to move over into the ruins. That way they can shoot at the Alaris Terminators there. But I'm only going to get 4 of the models plus the Spirits here. They're just moving this way. And then our Farseer and his unit and the Viper are going to come up this way to put pressure on the Venatari just to get them out of here.
No, don't do that.
Actually, they're probably going to fly up a level. That way they have options either way because I don't know how that's going to go over there. They could fly. I won't have the CP for it, but they're going to jump up to here. They have enough movement to fly up there. There you go. Not quite high enough for plunging fire. It'd be great for scatter lasers and ignoring cover, but these are they're not tall enough. And then we are going to use Feigned Retreat as a command point on these guys. I'll go down to 1, and they can retreat, fall back, shoot, and charge. We're just going to go boom, boom. And this, I want to be able to use the Farseer. Shooting attack is pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I have nowhere to go behind Ryan's lines. He's got a lot of small units screening his backfield. Can't quite get back there. So we're going to put them over here just to screen out this area again, push the last unit of Alaris Terminators over this direction, and hopefully they don't get shot to death again. I can't screen and hide them, no matter where I put them. If I put them right here, the Alaris Terminators can just show up right there and still see them, sadly. So I have to push them that way, I guess. It pushes them a little bit further away. It doesn't help too much, but does it really matter? Does it really matter if they show up then? Yeah, we're not going to have them show up over there. It's fine. We'll let the Alaris go over there. I think we're just going to we're going to hope these guys are dead. We're going to show up somewhere over here and take shots at those sisters. I was going to go for them, but I can't now. Well, I could, but they have flamers for Overwatch. Just show up, get killed by Overwatch, and I can't go further back because these guys are screening that backfield there. By where they are, so we're kind of trapped on using them. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to save them for turn 4, I suppose. I won't need them. I don't actually need them this turn. Screening over here doesn't accomplish too much for me, other than risk my Guardians. But they don't really have too much of a role right now, other than eat it, I guess. And they are going to rapid ingress.
Yes, sir. Get them properly. I'll probably get closer just to maybe pop shots at them later.
A little bit closer, yeah. Oh, my poor Guardians. Bad things are going to happen to them. But hey, that's the role of Guardians. Bad things always happen to them. Then we go to the shooting phase. We're going to start sabotaging with the Wraith Knight this ruin here. I'd like to see you stop him now. I'll get my damn 3 points. It only took me 2 extra turns than I needed it to. I don't think I'm doing any other actions behind enemy lines. It's just not going to be a feasible tactic right now. So we are going to move on to just going with... I really hate that guy has 1 wound left. We're going to go with this Viper first. We're going to put his twin shuriken cannon, or catapult, and the shuriken cannon into the Venatari. After they're hit... They do lose the benefits of cover against all other attacks.
Oh.
We'll do the cannon first. They all hit. It's actually 4 hits. And what toughness are they?
6.
Oh, 4s it is. 3 wounds at -1. Do get cover against these. I will do a reroll from my Eldar rules. That is 4 wounds at -1. But you're in cover, so 2 up. Nice. Cool. And then the twin shuriken cannon or catapult. Both miss. Yeah. So now they don't get the benefits of cover.
Aww.
The Farseer and the Guardians are going to fire at them. Sure. They have 2 shuriken catapults, hitting on 3s. I'm not going to use the reroll on them. I'll save it for the Farseer. 1 wound at, I think it's AP 1. Roll it and then I'll double check.
We'll
A 1?
But it doesn't matter.
Just 1 damage?
We still don't know.
And then that far, yes, exactly. That Farseer is going to light him up with an Eldritch Blast. 6 shots. 2, not ideal. Oh, we hit both there. And 4s to wound. Oh, both wound. -2, no cover. Just 4 pin bones.
Yep.
Could get lucky and kill a couple here, but you make one of them. So it does kill one of the Venatari. And then we're gonna go to our Sky Runner unit up here. I think we're gonna put all the shots just down there at them. I just want them out of here. Oh, you know what? Let's jump all over the place. Let's do these Guardians, firing their 20 shots plus Scatter Laser at the Alaris Terminators.
Sir, exactly.
Scatter Lasers! I will not reroll one of these because they don't have AP. I will reroll one of these because it doesn't really matter. You have cover all the same. 5's to wound to strength 5 because I assume they're T6.
They are T7, but yes.
Oh, they're T7, even thicker. I'll do a reroll there. So far we're at 3 wounds. I'll just get the little shuriken guns out of the way.
Sure.
And we are going to miss a few, but hit with most of them.
Yeah, you did.
And just the average. This is what it really is. 5's to wound, and I've already used a reroll. Boom. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional wounds. So total of 9. 2 ups.
2 ups.
Can I see a single one? Ah, very good roll. Perfect roll. Kept him alive.
Woo.
That means the Wraith Guard and the Spirit Seer are next. The Spirit Seer has a single shot that can make this a little bit better. We're going to hit him with our gun. It hits. 5 to wound. Oh, it wounds. It is -1 also.
Oh,
it's a shuriken pistol.
No cover.
A 3 up?
3 up.
Oh, we got him! Insane. Do you want to re-roll it or anything?
No.
You're okay with that? All right. So we got 4 Wraith Cannons firing at him now, hitting on 3s because of the Spirits here.
Yes, sir.
And lethal, if it matters. Oh, it matters. So 2 wounds. This is devastating afterwards. So 3 invulnerable saves because they're -4.
Okay.
Oh, 1 passes. Oh, sorry, 1 fails.
Yeah.
So it'll deal 3 damage.
Okay.
And then they have 4 wounds, I assume.
Yes, they do.
Yep, so then he'll die to the devastating. I'll re-roll the 3 damage and use a fate die for a 5 to make sure I kill the one guy, then this guy takes the d6 devastating damage, if that makes any sense. Like the 3 damage I rolled, I'll use a command point to re-roll it.
Uh-huh.
And then instead of rolling it, that's going to be a 5 for the damage.
Now I got it.
And then this guy takes d6 devastating damage. 5.
Boom.
So we smoke them both. I got no command points. I at least got rid of some of the Terminators.
Did.
I think that's going to bring us to the Wind Riders and the Farseer. They're all, whichever ones can see over here are going to fire over here. Right. Just these guys can't see them. They were going to fire over the Alaris. If there was like 1 or 2 wounds left, they weren't going to kill anything with full wounds. We're going to do the Farseer and these 2 down here. We'll start with the Farseer.
No.
5 shots with his blast.
Oh, Luka, you're killing me.
And reroll.
Literally you're killing me.
I would like to kill all 3 of these Venatari.
Hey!
No! I got a reroll still. Okay, 1 at -2, no cover. 4 up. Custodes. And then we have 12 shots of Scatter Lasers. And we hit on 3.
I don't know.
They reroll hit rolls of 1 if they're targeting the nearest enemy unit, and they're not contesting. This guy's on the objective, but it's not in your control. They get full rerolls against things that are 5s to wound, 2 wounds, no AP, no damage. Okay, well we tried. We got the Terminators. We didn't get them. I don't think I have any charges, sadly. So that's the end of our turn.
Yeah.
We're halfway to committing sabotage. We're going to get rid of behind enemy lines for a command point.
Back to a CP and then another CP.
And then we're going to be at 2
Yeah.
CP as we go to Ryan's 3rd turn in this game, and it's looking good for him. This is where we're at as we go to the Custodes turn. I'm at a total of 17 points to your 12. And you're going to get 5 primary here, so I at least stopped another 10. But it's going to be, now we're tied, and you haven't gotten your secondaries yet.
I drew Call the Horde first. Luka doesn't have a unit that satisfies that, so I get to recycle that automatically. And then I drew Storm Hostile Objective and Defend Stronghold. Not bad grabs.
Super easy. There's no way I can really threaten that back one unless you make it randomly open for my Swooping Hawks, which I don't think is going to happen.
True. I forgot about Swooping Hawks.
And then,
I almost did walk off.
No, you have to protect it just a little bit longer. And then Storm Hostile Objective. It's a damn shame I still control my home objective with those 2 Guardians and Farseer. I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen to them. Come on, guys. Stop doing your job. You should have given up the objective. No! All right, more easy secondary points for the Custodes here. Command phase wise, you have no battle shocks you got to worry about. No objectives to sticky. We're going to score your 5 points for this. I already showed that earlier, so we go right to movement phase if I'm not correct.
That is correct.
Hell yeah. Like, Storm Hostile objective is doable over here, but we might be able to do it here with an advanced roll of a 4 on the Sisters of Silence.
Correct.
So the runner's going to pivot and drive into that gap there and make room for them to advance in.
Yep.
Nice and snug in there, and we need a 4+ for them all. We need 3 of them on the objective.
Right.
To get Euro C to 11. So it's 2 for the Rhino, 4 for them for 6, and they're two a model.
2 apiece. Right.
Good luck, Ryan.
Here we go.
Get out of here with your 6. I accept it. I accept it maliciously. There you go. We don't. So that means you're free to do kind of what they can go. Still beat up a nerd if you want to.
Right.
Well, but they can go somewhere else also.
Is it just for 1?
Oh, it's only 1. Yeah, you just got it. Boom. That's it. Easy as. So they're gonna jump over here. They're gonna Atari threaten this. I was hoping they were dead. I was really hoping they were dead, and it just didn't quite happen. Now they're gonna bully all these nerds over here.
These guys will stay on the objective and drop back.
So we pull back. Get a line of sight going this way.
Yep.
Or like mostly this way. Yeah. These Alar's Terminators are starting to castle on the. This is the main objective. This is the one that's going to stick around to the end. So it's worth 15 at the end. It's worth 8 next round as well. So it's going to hard to muscle them off that objective.
A little bit more.
We have the Caladius Grav Tank move up as well as the Immolator. We have the Immolator scooching up, getting some shots on our. The thing about the Wraith constructs, if you shoot them with an 18, they shoot you back.
That's right.
Yep. So if you want to readjust your moves, by all means. And we're happy there all the same. So that means we're going to go to shooting. Interesting things come with the shooting phase here. Do you know where you want to start?
Yes.
Is it bad times for the Guardians?
It's bad time for the...
Part of me would just like naturally pull them.
No, I won't kill him. I know.
Oh, I know. But I know it might not. So who's starting?
The 3-man.
All right.
More shots.
It will be +6 then.
Yes.
So we have 13 up to 19, I think. I'm not going to worry about lightning fast reflexes here. Man, do I care? Yeah. I don't care. We'll roll with it. And I'm happy I didn't, because man, Ryan got 18 hits, not a single 2 in the pile. There's 1-1. And 3s to wound. No rerolls. I ain't got no characters there.
No characters in this one.
Scum. Start the saves on the scatter laser over here. 2 at a time. Oh, very nice. He's got a 4-up with cover because there's AP. So he takes a wound. And then, you know what I'm going to do? These 2 guys are going to take saves as well. So I'll just do 3 at a time because they're going to have 4-ups. So he's dead. Mm-hmm. And then I still have 2 at a time on those guys. They're both dead. Pink. And then we'll lose these 2. They're not in cover. Oh, 1 more dice. Mm-hmm. Boop. That's not bad.
No. Glad you didn't do
Bolters
it.
all hit. Yeah, they all hit on 3s too. I would save myself a command point as far as I could tell. And 3s. Oh, hey, okay. 2 wounds, AP 1. We'll put them on these guys here who have some cover. Oh, they're dead. They just explode into Eldar pulp. I hope you like your Eldar pulp. All right, the Reds are going next. 2d6 plus 2 in this case. All right, 12. Almost identical.
Wow.
2s. Lightning fast would help there a little bit, but I only have 5 dudes left.
Yeah.
3s to wound them with the grenades. Yep. No cover on these mooks. That is going to be 2 pass. That looks like 5 dead exactly. We don't even have to do the bolters. Bang, 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 bang. Just boop, 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 boop. It's like little explosions, and then before the dust even settles, you're pop, 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 pop. As they put a couple of bolter rounds into the smoke. It's like, good. Did you need to fire the bolters? Probably not. Well, I mean, they're custodians. They're pretty disciplined.
2.
Up here, firing up here. I will lightning fast up here. I care about them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It mattered. Hey. It mattered.
It did.
That's definitely a wound.
Yep.
AP 1. So I go back to my normal save, which is not that.
Not that.
So how about that's 2 damage?
2 damage.
Pop.
Heavy bolter.
Immolator number 1 into the Wraith constructs. Whoosh. Oh, that'll do it. 3 hits and 5s to wound. And there goes my cover. AP 1. Do I get the cover against the initial 6?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's the exact same as my guy.
Exactly.
So we're 2 up saves.
Yep.
Oh
no!
My stuff! Bang!
What just happened?
And the multi-meltas.
Multi-melta on 3s. All right.
That's a damn good start. And
3s again?
Yes. No need for twin links. These are AP 4.
Yes, sir.
I effectively have a 1-up save. So these are 5-ups. Oh, I should have fake died these. Oh, you know what? No, this is fine. We're good. We're good.
What are you doing?
Rolling 4 1s.
How does that happen? You have all these fake dice. I feel bad.
I'll use it for later.
Okay.
Dead.
Dead.
And not dead. This guy will go down. This guy will get wounded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good enough. There we go. 1 wound left there, and then they have a rule. Once per battle round, they get to shoot back. I only have 4 that could fire back, though. So for them, they just shoot normally, so they hit on 3s, and you're T11 or 10?
11.
Oh, 5s it is. 1 wound, good AP. You have a 6-up invulnerable save.
I do.
And an Act of Faith, this would be, your Shield of Faith, technically.
Don't have that.
Ooh, the Emperor is not with you. You suffer 5 damage. That's not bad.
It's not bad.
I'm a fool. I'm a strength 14. I rolled a 5, a 4, and a 3 to wound, and a 1. So there'd be 2 more wounds in there.
No, 1 more.
Only 1 more? The strength 14 gun.
Oh, yeah. What am I saying?
I rolled a 1, which I do get to re-roll as part of the... every time I attack, I re-roll. So it's actually 3 more wounds. 3 more invulnerable saves.
Holy crap.
Yeah, they did pretty good there. And they do better when I remember what their actual strength is on their weapons. Granted, they killed what they shot over there, so it didn't really matter too much. Roll me 3 more invulnerable saves for that immolator.
You got it.
We need 6s.
Need 6s.
Can we get... Nope.
1.
So that's 2d6 additional damage, which will slay it. Does it explode?
Does it?
No.
It does not.
We forgot to use the Hunter Killer. We were going to use it here because we knew we were going to get Wraith constructed back. So we'll go ahead and roll it up. 2 to hit.
Cool.
Kaboom!
Boom.
Good start. And 3 to wound. Maybe even 2 to wound. Strength. Oh, that's 14, a wound anyways. Yeah. And AP 2 on that?
No, 3.
AP 3, then that will finish off this Wraith. It
Cool.
doesn't change anything, luckily.
Anything. Sorry.
See if we take any mortals.
1
mortal wound as they get out.
No.
And we got those 4 remaining. Brave.
Correct.
This is beautiful. They're going to go ahead and shoot now. They're battle shocked, but they're going to go ahead and shoot at my Wraith constructs.
Don't think.
So just the multi-melta and the 2 bolt guns. The melta gun is a little bit too far away.
2 hits.
Good start with the multi-melta.
No,
3.
that's... No,
bolters.
Yeah.
Oh,
couldn't lie. That's not even a 4. Multi-melta's a 4.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they're 4s.
And needing a lot. 5s, right?
5s it is. Nada. And then the multi-melta, couple shots on 4s?
4s. Nothing.
Oh, not even close.
They're probably not long for this world, so they do have a reroll. I need to glue that back.
Oh, no, yeah, I heard that snap. That's not great.
I don't know what it's called, but does it hit?
Nope. Got a reroll built in. It does not hit. So, go ahead and fire this immolator next into the Wraith constructs. They can only do their roll once a battle round. All right.
Still 3 hits.
With the heavy bolter, we need 5s to wound.
2.
2. Can I roll 2 more 1s? Hey! You can't call it better than that.
Oh my god!
Bang, bang, he's dead. Multi-melta.
3s. All right.
Oh my god. 3s.
3s.
And they're going to be at
twin
5
length?
up because of cover, 2 of them. So I'll roll the first
No
one.
cover. Remember.
Oh yeah, no
get
cover.
hit.
That was the first one stripped it. So it's a 6 up for the other one, and it automatically kills him. Do I use it? I guess I'll. So this guy's dead because of Melta range, and then I'll use an Act of Faith.
Yeah.
Not an Act of Faith, sorry, Strand of Fate.
Strand of Fate.
I have 1 6. So I'll use it here to pass. Here goes my
Because I
6.
can still see this guy. Oh, 3 shots. 2. Dang.
That's not bad.
No. And then your T 6.
7.
7. So 5s.
They're thick.
Boom.
Oh,
-1 though. So
minus 1.
3 up.
What's another one?
Just 1.
1 damage. We got 2 wounds left, and then we got the big gun.
Big gun.
Big guns never tire. 2s.
2s.
That's a damn good start.
Very good start.
Strength.
2s.
Oh, strength 14.
12. Oh, that's right. No. 3s.
3s to wound.
That's right. You're like me. Oh, twin linked.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. That's a hell of a twin link again, that's for sure. What's the AP on that?
AP 3.
AP 3. We're
So
in cover.
2 5s. No cover.
No cover. I keep forgetting the immolator strips it. That's why they're good.
Yeah.
So 2 up, minus 3 is 5 ups, and I have no more act. Oh, that's they're all minimum 3 damage, right?
Correct.
Dead.
No.
Dead. Dead.
I did
You
it.
got all 3. 2, 3, 3.
Holy crap.
You can only do 1 strand of fate phase.
Holy crap.
Oh, my stuff! The
it.
spirits here sweating. He's got this Caladius to take him out.
All right. On 2s. Oh.
Okay, well, I mean, only one needs to
With
connect.
his toughness now.
He's 3.
So this is a 2.
He's a soft Eldar body. I don't
Minus
know.
1.
He might have. Oh, this is the underslung gun?
Yep.
That's just 1 damage then. Yep.
Yep.
And then the big gun.
Big gun. This could do it. On 2s.
2s and 2s
Killing me, Smalls.
with a reroll, the twin
Yeah.
linked. All right, there's
we go.
3 of them. Let's do it for dramatic effect.
Yep.
Invulnerables. He's dead. He gets, and then the other ones. Oh my god! Bam! My fake dice, my
Pulp.
saves.
Pulp.
Oh my gosh, just nothing left. We got a big serving of Eldar pulp here. Is that it for shooting?
No, well, yeah, shooting, yes.
Would you like to charge?
I would.
Ooh. They're going to charge, if they roll high enough, they can go up there, but they can just fight down there if they need to.
Exactly.
Let's see
I could probably tag.
You could probably tag him as well, actually, yeah.
So let's see it.
Oh, 9 is, you can go wherever you want.
That's what.
Oh yeah, that's it. They're going to go underneath them, engaging within an inch 5 vertically as well.
Yes.
And is there any other charges?
God, no.
That's
Sisters are not charging a Wraith Knight.
They're doing it. They're working. They are fighting off this Eldar incursion very well. So we have this fight to resolve over here.
Yeah.
Where I'll do lightning fast reflexes again just to try and frustrate their attacks.
Fair.
And then Brian is going to go ahead and use Avenge the Fallen here because they don't have their comrade, which gives them an extra attack each.
So 6 attacks each.
And I'm gonna, I have no command points left, but I have lightning fast. You hit on 3s now, fool. All your training, decades and decades of training for what? You can't hit a fast elf. I should probably save the crap talking for after the roll. I shouldn't amp it up. Please miss all your attacks on 2s. That'd be great follow up.
Here we go.
Oh god, there's a 2. There's 2 2s.
Sorry, I rolled that.
Nice. Fools, they missed elves. That's embarrassing. Yeah, but there's still 3. No! Lance. 3's to wound normally. 2's to wound with charging or fighting or charging, I guess, technically.
Yep.
Well, that looks like a lot of wounds. We have 5 models here with 5 up saves, and then it goes to a 4 up invulnerable save on the Farseer. Okay, naturally we don't make any of the 5 up saves.
Oh crap!
So they just like cleave them through. We're left with our Farseer. Kill the one guy, and then we lose, I don't know, centuries of knowledge in one strike. I still owe you 3 saves. So the first one passes, second one fails, and then the last one, I'm going to use a 1 on my save, but he's a Farseer and he makes it a 6.
Yeah.
So he'll pass it, but what will be whoop-de-doo? Consolidate in, bring the Viper into combat. Yes. We're not going to bother attacking. That Viper ain't going to do nothing.
Well, he is attack too. The character. He must.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, he must have something.
He's got a singing spear, which he hits with, he wounds with. It's 3 damage if you fail to save.
No!
AP 0.
Oh.
It's a 3 damage AP 0 weapon. Okay. You're good. That's effectively it. So you got a pretty... I got my sabotage. I get my 3 points.
You got your 3 points.
Looking at the score as we go to the 4th round, it's pretty tight. I am at a total of 30 points with the 10 painted army bonus. You're at 31 currently. So I bridged the gap. I gained 4 points on you somehow that round. As we go to turn 4, and you're still halfway to defending Stronghold, which you're going to accomplish. I can't stop that with what I have left on the board. Sadly, should note you got the extra 4 for storming the hostile objective. I'll show you my next 2 cards drawn here. I honestly don't have much of a turn left. I'll do mine quite quickly. As we go to the 4th round, this objective is no longer on the table, for relevancy, that is. I am left with a Farseer, a Viper, and a Wraith Knight. And then just a Farseer and 2 Guardians. Realistically, I'm going to throw in the towel and concede here. There's no point in trying to get as many points as I can. All my turn is farm a die here, get a 5, which is kind of cool. Do a Battle Shock, they pass. The Wraith Knight will do matchless agility to go 16 to here because you killed me off the objective, so the main thing is I lost my 8 points on the objective this turn.
Exactly.
And I can't stop you from getting 8 on this turn.
Right.
I won't be able to stop you from getting whatever secondaries you draw, and then I definitely will not stop you from getting 15 on the last turn, and I will not be getting 15. That essentially just summarizes my turn 4 is he moves to that, I end my turn. I run away here, I guess. You just kind of hunker down more, shoot whatever you want to shoot at, and then I do my turn 5 where I still get no points because that disappears.
Correct.
And then you get 15 and that's game over. That's effectively it. Yeah. The action is over. Ryan, excellent job, good game. I got destroyed there. I think the final score is you're going to be near 90-ish plus after everything is said and done. Assuming you get your secondaries, but you should. You have tons of play pieces left, and they're spread all over the place. The best I could do is try to stifle it, but there's no goal in that in this one-up game.
Right.
All around, excellent game. I loved your list. I'm very vocal about I dislike Custodes out of jealousy. Because I want, my favorite thing is like really good close combat armies, and you cannot match the Custodes capability. And I don't want to play Custodes because Josh plays Custodes.
That's fair.
So I conceded to him, and I'm always jealous of how cool they are in combat because they have all the rules I want, like Space Wolves or Blood Angels to have and stuff like that. But someone's got to be the best fighter, and that is going to go to the Custodes here. And I don't really know where it went wrong. I didn't have a great Strain of Fate roll in the beginning. I was being a little reserved with them.
That's fair.
And I think with your Lars Terminators, you had a great answer to the kind of build I had with all my cheap little soft-bodied units, essentially.
That's true.
Had you had less grenade launchers and more and more bolters and stuff, just plain bolters and stuff, perhaps I would have done a little bit better. But you kind of like pick, kill, like no problem. It was kind of effortless, and you screened excellently. My Swooping Hawks couldn't really capitalize on any objectives or key locations. I also held on to Sabotage a little too long.
Yeah.
I figured with stealth and like shenanigans, I'd be able to circumvent some of the damage. I didn't realize how powerful the grenades on the Lars. I don't really play against them too often, so they're great at clearing out screens. I didn't think they had the firepower. I think I'm used to Custodians, just lots of like single damage shots that are 2 damage, like great at killing Marines, things like that. Not so much used to the chaff killing capability of them, but that's why they're good, right? That's why you have them there.
That is
great game. I'll give you that awkward left-handed handshake. That is it for this one, everyone. You're welcome back anytime, dude. Oh, I meant to say I love your list because it's like a nice narrative list. To me, Custodes look the best on the table with mixed elements. Some Astra Militarum, Sisters of Battle, anything Imperial. I love it. I love it to death, and I would love to see more of that, more like it. Because then you get the rewarding element of killing the softer sister things, and you get to play a little bit more of the game with like actions and screening and all that.
100%.
And then you get the full fun effect of Custodes, like just slamming things back, showing up, and being like, "This is where we play the game."
Yes.
I also forgot that this was the primary objective. When you came in and swept the flank, I'm like, okay, that sucks for me, but I can at least hunker down over here, realizing, oh crap, that one actually goes away. So we talked about this off camera. You have fallen for that in the past.
So many
yourself.
times. So many times.
Not that I probably should have deployed the Wraith Knight over here. I was thinking I'd put him over here, fight for that one, and then just consolidate on this one for the end. Probably should have gone over here and then screened both of these two. And then I don't know what I would have done with that one. Just had the ranges would have been over there for the most part.
Right.
That would have been, I think, a better change of plan for my attack there, but that's okay. I will be playing Eldar again in the future. I'm not gonna drop the Wraith Knight because I dislike it, but he eats up a lot of points.
Yeah.
And I want to play like Fire Prisms and a Wave Serpent build.
Oh yeah.
I want to try that stuff out too. So I'll probably. I think there's a new Eldar Codex on the horizon. Today actually they announced all the new Aspect Warriors.
That's right.
And all the new Warp Spider Phoenix Lord. That's kind of cool. So we'll wait for a new Eldar Codex to come up. But be sure that I will be playing some Eldar when that comes around. I look forward to everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Leave some feedback down below, and we'll catch you all next time very soon. Thank you again, Ryan, for making the trip up and joining us today.
Thank you.